Welcome back to another video. I hope you're all keeping safe and well. So in about an hour's time, Tottenham Hotspur will play Wolfsberger in the Europa League tie. Not in Austria, but in Hungary tonight. I've got Spurs fan Dave with me. Dave, the team lineup has just been announced. It is Hugo Lloris in goal as our captain as well. And then Matt Doherty, Toby Alderweireld, Eric Dyer, Ben Davis, Harry Winks, Moussa Sissoko, Dele Alli is in the starting 11. Gareth Bale is in the starting 11. Lucas Moura and Heung-min Son. First of all, Dave, how are you and what do you make of that lineup?
Yeah, I'm fine, thanks, Chris. Yeah, it looks a reasonably strong lineup to me. There's no Carlos Vinicius then. Well, I suppose he's on the bench. But we've got
every player that's not in the starting 11 is obviously on the bench because we've got 12 players on the bench today.
So is Harry on the bench? Harry and Son. Did you say Sonny was in the team?
No, there's no Son is in the starting 11, yeah.
Right, okay. Well, Harry's on the bench.
Harry Kane is not on the bench, no.
Oh.
We've got Joe Hart, Whiteman, Sanchez, Tanganga, Lavinia, Højbjerg, Bowden, Ndombele, Lamela, Bergwijn, Vinicius, and Scarlett.
Right, so obviously he didn't travel then. So he's letting him behind.
But surely, Dave, this is Wolfsberger. You know, they've got their squad value is 18 million euros. They have no internationals. This is one of their biggest games of their 90-year history. Tottenham should win this game very comfortably, shouldn't we?
Well, it should be another Marine on paper. And Carlos got 3 against them. So arguably you'd have thought he'd have put him in for that one. But it's nice to see Gareth Bale getting a run out, obviously. But on paper, it should be a walkover. But we keep tripping up ourselves, don't we? We keep making life difficult for ourselves. You know, if the opposition don't get a goal, we'll give them a goal. You know. At the moment, we're in a very funny place. We're in a very, you know, it's so hard to call anything at the moment. Yes, I mean, it should be a walkover. They're nobodies, but they must be somebody because they wouldn't be there. So let's, you know, we're going with the strongest lineup. He's not putting the kids there or anything like that. So. You know,
Dave, to have Gareth Bale though and Dele Alli in the starting 11 today, it is what a lot of Tottenham fans want to see, isn't it?
Absolutely, yeah. Of course, we want to see him, but I mean, he came on against Everton, Dele Alli, and I thought he looked very rusty. Well, obviously because of the game time. He's just come back from injury. We're throwing him in. He's done all right in some of these Europa League games when he has had a chance. So. Yeah, I mean, he is giving him game time, and I'm pleased about it. I'm pleased, and I'm sure everybody else is pleased that he's throwing him in. And he's got to make the most of it, really, hasn't he? So, him and Gareth Bale, they've just got to try and run about. We don't want any 75%. We want 100% commitment. And if you don't turn it on in this game, when are you going to turn it on? Because really, this is heaven sent for them. I mean, this is something, you know, that you're playing sort of very low opposition on paper, and really we should make, you know, really give them a pasting. Well, it should be about 6-7-0. You know, that's how it should end up, whether it will or not. Well, we're talking, it's Tottenham we're talking about here, not Real Madrid or Juventus. So.
Dave, you're getting a lot of love in these live comments here, and Simon wants to know, Dave, will we win tonight?
Yeah, of course we'll win, but it should be 5 or 6-0, but we'll probably make our work. It'll be like San Marino. They'll probably go a goal up before we get half a dozen back, but. I used to be able to call these Europa League games and things. But, I mean, we started off very well. We had 3 group qualifying matches before we even got into the group stage. So, I mean, we saw off some decent opposition even in those qualifiers. So, we've got it in our locker to turn up and put in a good performance. I just hope that is, and I hope this is going to be a springboard because for what we got coming on Sunday, because we don't want to fall flat on our face on Sunday, do we?
No.
Because we've got their cup final on Sunday, and you know they're all going to be up for that. So we need a win really to get us up for that one. So yeah, they're all important games. I mean, so let's try and the season starts here if you like. Let's try and put in a performance, a statement to say that we've turned we mean business really.
This is a huge time, though, for Dele Alli, isn't it, Dave? The fact that he's come back into the squad. He's now in Jose Mourinho's starting 11. I know some fans will say, yeah, but it's only against Wolfsberger in the Europa League. But this is a real start for him, isn't it? Because if he wants to get back into that starting 11 in Premier League football, like the West Ham game on Sunday, he needs to take chances now, doesn't he? He needs to take these chances tonight.
He needs to put in a performance, and he needs to give 100%. And he needs to really turn it on and get in and be making those runs and really show an interest in the proceedings. We don't want anybody going hiding. We don't want Gareth Bale just sort of, walking through and doing bits and pieces. We want 100%. We want full commitment because, that's what the fans want. They've come to expect that. And, we know they can do it. So, really, for their own pride, they should be doing it. They should be turning up for these games. They might think it's only Wolfsberger, but... Huh?
Yeah, I was going to say, this is a very, very strong lineup. Ali writes on screen now, give Sonny a rest. There's lots of other comments coming in now from the viewers stating that they can't believe that Carlos Vinicius isn't in the starting 11. Are you happy with this starting 11? Has Jose done this right? Because... some other comments are coming in saying, we need to get the job done by half time and then perhaps put a lot of the youngsters on in the second half.
Well, I don't think he'll do that. I mean, he likes to start with a strong team or a fairly strong team, then bring on players at half time. But I mean, really, he ought to start with a week, with what his strongest team is, and then take players off. He should have started Carlos Vinicius because what was the point of having the man there? What was the point of bringing him as a backup if you're not going to play him as a backup? This says to me he doesn't trust him. And he's got Sonny there. I mean, Sonny's not a target man. Sonny's a wing. I mean, he's looked all at sea without Harry anyway recently. So why on earth would you have him up there on his own with Lucas Moura? And Gareth Bale. Gareth Bale, unless he's putting Gareth Bale as a target person, you've got wingers there. It just doesn't, from my point of view, you need a target man there. He's been brought in for these Europa League games, and he should have started with Vinicius, I think. With
that said, Dave, Russell writes on screen now, let's all stick by Jose Mourinho. We all wanted Dele Alli and Gareth Bale to play. That is very true. Lots of fans have been saying about our negative football in those games against Chelsea, Liverpool, Brighton. Our last few games we played attacking football. Of course, we lost 5-4 away at Everton in the FA Cup. Lots of fans wanted Dele Alli and Gareth Bale to be in the starting 11. We've got that. Yeah. So surely we have to get behind the team tonight and try and get that win and try and get a bit of confidence in the changing room to go in that West Ham game on Sunday.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, of course we do. That's what I'm saying. These players, Dele Alli and Gareth Bale, need to show 100% commitment. Because this is their dress rehearsal for Sunday. Let's give 100%, put a performance in. Let's get 8 or 9 goals. That is it. That's what we should do. That is really what we should do. We should be aiming high.
Dave, I don't know whether you can see that comment on screen. Ryan writes, Dave as Spurs coach, if we sack Jose Mourinho, are you still up for the job?
Yeah, I'm up for the job. Yeah, I'll whip him into shape. you know, I'm saying we're paying your wages. We want to see you running around. We don't want any half-baked ideas. We want you to show us what you're made of. I really do. So yeah, I mean, I'm up for the challenge if I'm asked. I don't think I will be asked, though, but it'd be nice to be asked.
Mark writes here 8 or 9 goals. Has Dave started drinking already?
No, I've got my sausages later, Chris. So I've got my feet on the floor. Yeah, I had a curry last night, and I might be a bit windy here, but I'm all right. No,
Dave, let's talk a little bit. Let's talk a little bit about the West Ham game. What are you expecting from that game? Are you expecting us to go and get the 3 points at West Ham?
Well,
Dave, are you there?
I mean, it's been goals. I mean, I said to a West Ham fan, yeah, I'm still here. Can you hear me? Yeah,
I can just hear you.
I said to a West Ham fan, there's normally about at least 6 goals in these games. In these West Ham games, there's at least 6 goals. They either beat us 3-2 or we win 3-2. It's been 3-2 the last 3 or 4 games with them at Stratford. So. Yeah, I mean, I think we'll turn up. But Harry Kane loves playing against West Ham, so I'm looking for a couple from him on Sunday. Yeah, I think we can turn that corner because you know might be our cup final as well for a change. You know, if we can beat Wolfsberger mob, yeah.
Dave, so what score prediction are you going with tonight?
From today. I'm going for 6-1 to Spurs.
6-1 to Spurs?
I'm getting it because there's probably a mistake in us.
I was just about to end the chat there, but I want to hear people's views about your score prediction. 6-1. Can Tottenham score 6 goals tonight against Wolfsberg? Wow. I was going to go for 2. Do you know, Dave? I was going to go for 2-0. But let's ramp it up a little bit. I'm gonna say that Tottenham win 4-0 tonight, and I'm hoping that Dele Alli really shines and perhaps gets a couple of goals and a couple of assists as well. Please do let me know your score predictions in the comments now, and we'll put them to Dave. You know, because he thinks that Tottenham will score 6 tonight. Wow. 4-1 says Matthew Matey.
Yeah, well,
it is expected though that we're going to get the win tonight, Dave.
Yeah, well, they're not even playing at home. They're playing at a massive stadium.
Yeah.
Which, you know, it's costing them money to put this show on tonight. And, you know, we're all playing away. They're playing away as well. So, you know, I just don't, there's no elite, there's no behind them or anything like that. You know, there's nowhere to hide, really. So,
yeah.
You know, we've got to turn it on in this one. Otherwise, you might as well go home.
Well, Dave, let's hope that we're right. Let's hope that Tottenham just get the win.
Last year, we were playing, you know, in the Champions League.
Yeah, well, we want a good performance. We want obviously the win to go into next game as well, and you know, get that confidence up. Dave, enjoy the game and come on, you Spurs.